Today you're watching the 163 Reasons Why Real Estate Agents Fail YouTube channel. And today's presentation is all about failure reason number 17. You're going to benefit from this presentation today because you're going to discover this about yourself. Are you a real estate agent with enough guts to use this proven technique that I'm going to share with you today? I'm about to change your life in real estate for the better and provide you with valuable solutions to the challenges that you face every day in your own real estate business. These solutions are not available from any other source. Because I sold residential real estate for over 20 years in South Florida, I learned 163 ways in which real estate agents can fail. Now that I'm retired from the real estate business, I want to give back to the business that provided me with such a good living for so many years. What I'm about to share with you today is a true story from my own experiences selling real estate. The unfortunate truth is that most real estate agents are driven by fear. They fear sellers because they are afraid that they won't get the listing. And they fear home buyers because the buyers might use another agent during their buying process, and then that leaves you out in the cold with nothing but wasted time and no commission. We've all been there, and I know from my own personal experience that's a very bad feeling. Now, like I said, because I sold real estate in South Florida for 20 years, I experienced a lot of good times and also a lot of grief in selling real estate. Every time I got a call from a home buyer that I was working with that began with them saying, "Gee, I really appreciate all that you've done for us to help us find a home." Then there's a slight pause in their voice and they continue with the telltale word, "But." I'm sure if you've been in real estate any length of time, you have had many of those phone calls from buyers that you have worked with. But we found a house that we fell in love with on our own. We signed our contract, we made a deposit, and we set the closing date for 45 days from today. We are really excited. And again, this is a true story from my own experience. I always refer to this situation as just the call. It's something dreaded that none of us as real estate agents ever want to get. At these moments, I always felt two things: anger and depression. You have, I'm sure, felt these same things during your career in real estate. Am I right? Of course. I felt anger because the buyers just used me, and then when it was convenient, they just threw me away like yesterday's newspaper. And I also felt depression because I'd spent all that time checking listings in the MLS that matched their needs, making appointments on nights and weekends, sometimes even during holidays, then schlepping them around rain or shine. Not to mention the cost of my gas. I wasted all of that on these people. And now they think they can just walk away and leave me used and abused? I don't think so. What I'm now going to share with you is a true story about what happened to me and how I finally learned to deal with this problem. During my real estate career, I worked for a company that had the guts to protect their agents and their bottom line. Every time I took a listing with this company and the home sellers were buying another home locally, I would list buyers just like I would list home sellers. Now, did you catch what I just said? I would list home buyers just like I would list home sellers. My buyers' experiences stated that they would use me exclusively when looking for and buying their next home. That's what my buyer's agreement said. If they used another agent or they bought a FSBO, they would pay me a 3% commission at closing for my services. Now, Here's the fun part. I was working with some home buyers for almost 3 weeks when I got what I described above previously as the call. Here's how the conversation went. Thanks for all your help, but we found our dream home and we used another agent. We will be doing the contract this evening. My response was not what they expected. I came back to these prospective buyers with, great! How do you want to handle the $9,000 commission you owe me for my services? There was silence on the other end of the phone. The home buyer, let's call him Jamie, just for the sake of this video, fumbled around for words and then he said, what are you talking about? I said, according to our home buyer's agreement, which you and your wife signed, you owe me a 3% commission at closing no matter how you find your next home. And seeing as how you said the purchase price of your new home is $300,000, that means I get a check at closing for $9,000. I thought Jamie was going to have a heart attack right there. His response to me was, let me talk to my wife, then I'll get back to you. It was exactly 27 minutes later that Jamie called me. They had spoken to a friend of theirs who was an attorney, and after reviewing the buyer's agreement, the attorney advised them to forget about the house with another agent and to continue to retain me as their agent to find their new home. Bingo! I scored big. The house they ultimately bought from me was $315,000. The average real estate agent would have lost $9,000 in commissions that I just described. How about you? You would have lost that $9,000 too if you don't sign buyers just like you list sellers. So my question to you, all my fellow real estate agents out there, do you have the guts to use this proven technique to protect you and your family from losing a lot of money? And the next time you get the call, rather than getting the shaft, you'll get a commission. Try it. You will find that this technique actually works, and you will respect yourself, and the buyers will respect you also because they know you are committed to their best interest. This channel will upload a new video every day, 7 days a week. Until next time, go out and give a home seller your unique, planned, word-for-word listing presentation. Take the listing that is priced right and get a 7% or higher commission. You can do this.